In honor of our girl Rosé being named the most beautiful, we're going to react to one of her interviews. Let's go. Okay, reactors, welcome back to the channel, the Nuclear Reactor, the reaction channel where all the reactions go nuclear. Before we get into this video though, if y'all are a sports fan, go over to my sports channel, Ring Culture, link in the description. But back over here playing the Nuclear Reactor, y'all know I believe every action deserves a reaction. And over here, we are very reactionary. Make sure y'all like and comment down below. That's how y'all push me into the algorithm. And then I'll go get them. When my content hit them and fit them and sit with them. Subscribe and hit the bell notification so y'all can be notified for every time I upload. And I upload a lot. Share my videos and hype my channel. This is your one-stop shop for all kind of reactions. So look around, kick your feet up, turn the TV on. So today we're going to be getting into Rosé, Vogue interview where she's breaking down some of her most iconic looks. And y'all know, as always, I absolutely love these four living legends and looking forward to this interview because I absolutely love the way Rosé tells stories. She tells a lot of stories and I'm like always on the edge of my seat listening, and she's so funny. So, let's go.
Oh my gosh, Rihanna. Oh, I have the craziest story.
Tell a story.
Hi Vogue, this is Rosé and this is my life and looks so far. Okay.
Sorry, all four Blackpink accents, I could just listen to them talk all day. Yet another of the million reasons why I love these four ladies.
Looks so far. Okay. This was my first fashion week
Oh, she
in New
looks
York.
gorgeous.
That's the first time I came out here. And I remember being so starstruck with the city and so mesmerized. I think I had never been to Fashion Week before that, so it was just, the whole experience was so much fun. And I was there with Jisoo, which was great because I was with my other member, and I remember being really, really excited to be there. So this was the first week out of the 2 weeks that we performed.
Oh,
for Coachella.
look at her.
That's
She
the
was
first
gorgeous.
look. I know people love the second look, which is like the sparkly look. To be honest, this was my personal favorite.
That is nice. I do like the sparkly look
this
better.
one. I remember when we did the fitting, I was like so excited because it was like, oh my god, it seems so Coachella.
The Coachella one was so iconic because I remember that after Coachella, everybody was Googling who was the blonde girl. She was eating. Like, Rosé made a huge impression on the world at Coachella. Rightfully so, because this is Rosie.
So it was like, oh my god, it seems so Coachella. We were surprised that they had even invited us to perform in the first place. Yeah. We've never seen that happen before in history.
Yeah.
And so I was definitely really, really worried. But seeing that many people dance and sing and vibe to our song, and just they look like they were having the best time.
Yes.
I will never be able to forget that moment. I think the outfit really helped because I felt confident in that one.
And y'all slayed it too.
This is my first album cover for On the Ground and Gone. This was the album shoot, and I had received the creative concept for it like a few days before. I remember looking at the album concept being really confused as to why they said something like, you know, something that they would like set up for like Blackpink, like a really big production, like it was very dark and like strong, and I was like, it doesn't seem truthful to me. So I remember I called the photographer like 2 nights before, and I was like, this doesn't seem right. And so it was like panic. Everyone was like panicking. I was like, it just has to seem a little more personal. I remember we like ended up shooting at like this set that they had built, like a little home, and I brought my my puppy Hank, and then we had this shot.
She's so creative.
Felt like it was perfect.
Yeah.
This was during the video shoot of my first video On the Ground. It was so cold this day. We had to pretend we were like in this big field of flowers. I had to act like I was enjoying it. It was so cold. I have a harness on inside. They like lifted me up and everything. It was quite an experience. I didn't actually get to meet any of the fans when my music was out back then. I only got to meet them like way after it kind of ended. And I remember a lot of people like saying these things, and I was like, wow, people like really did like it, and I felt really like
we loved it.
I was like, oh my god, I'm so happy people loved it.
Yes.
This was the first Vogue cover I did for Australia. It was like a big moment for me because I grew up in Australia. We'd go like grocery shopping and there'd always be like the magazine aisle. And I remember always like looking at the magazine aisle being like, wow.
Did y'all know that she helped Jisoo design that pretty logo Jisoo had for herself? I use the Jisoo logo. If you look at some of my thumbnails that I make for my Jisoo videos, Rosé helped design that. And obviously, y'all know she did the Born Pink design for the microphones. And she designed her own comment from her solo set. Very, very creative girl Rosé is.
The magazine aisle. And I remember always like looking at the magazine aisle being like, wow, these celebrities. And so just to have myself be on the cover of Vogue Australia, that meant a lot to me. I remember back then, like when I had left Australia, everyone was like, where are you going? And I was like, I didn't know how to explain it, because maybe nowadays if I'm becoming a trainee in Korea, they'd be like, oh my god, you're gonna be K-pop, everybody knows what it is and it's so popular, but back then it was like, what are you doing? It's fun to see like how big K-pop has grown ever since then, because like back then I remember like me and a few friends who knew about it, we just like listened to it privately, but we knew nobody would really understand it. I'm still shocked to this day and to see so many other K-pop artists do so well. And in June 2022, I was invited to be on the digital pop. Nobody would really understand it. I'm still shocked to this day. And to see so many other K-pop artists do so well. And in June 2022, I was invited to be on the digital cover of Vogue.
She likes to see other K-pop artists do so well. So fandoms, please stop fighting. They like each other.
Invited to be on the digital cover of Vogue.
That is a thorough cover.
By Baz
I like that.
Baz Luhrmann is a director that I have admired for years. I remember as a trainee, I loved Moulin Rouge. I watched that so many times. Me even dreaming of becoming like a singer and a performer, that movie had a lot to do with it, because I just admire like Nicole Kidman being the spotlight, the fact that Baz Luhrmann had reached out to do this editorial. I was like, yes, please. I'm so excited. And I was so excited that he was like a fellow Australian as well. My first Met, this was a crazy moment. I'd grown up like seeing people go to the Met, and it was such a Hollywood thing. I'm so glad I went with Anthony and Saint Laurent. They obviously did such a great job at dressing me. Have I ever told anyone about? I don't think I have. Rihanna and A$AP Rocky. I saw them inside, but it's not just I saw them. These people come and they ask me, they were like, Rosie, we need to take some short form videos and pictures. And then suddenly somebody comes to me and they're like, Rosé, we're so sorry. Can you just wait like 10 minutes because we need to shoot Rihanna? And I was like, yeah, no, of course, please take all the time you need. And in a second, Rihanna comes in, she was wearing this big like black robe thingy, and then A$AP Rocky walks in. And I'm just sitting behind the camera watching this all happen. And I was like, what is happening?
Rosé is like one of the hugest stars in the world, and she's fangirling. One thing I noticed about Blackpink, they don't know how huge they are. Like, they forget sometimes. They forget they're rich. They forget that they're like global superstars, and they like fangirling out to other people.
He walks in, and I'm just sitting behind the camera.
I love that about them,
this all happen. And I was like, what is happening? Am I even allowed to be here? And the security was like, they're like, are you a fan? I'm like, who isn't? He was like, do you want me to try to get her to like, do you want to say hi? And I was like, not at all. I was like, don't you dare. And then surprisingly, she doesn't go straight to the door. She comes around the camera, walking past me, and I don't know, I just like stand up. I remember like a queen. And so she's like, she is queen. The guy goes, do you know Blackpink? do you know Blackpink Rosé? And she literally turns around, grabs both my hands like this. And I'm like, what is happening? And she's like, I know you. You guys are doing so well. Keep up the good job. And she gave me like the biggest hug. I didn't know what to say. And I was just like, thank you so much. How crazy is that? I remember being sad washing my hands. Next one. Yay! One of my favorite movies.
Oh, look at that look.
And I think I had just gotten that belt.
That is
that
a
was
dope
Alaya.
look.
And the pants, I think, is Saint Laurent or... It was Kate. Oh, it was Kate. I got the top right. And the bag was Saint Laurent.
What was the top?
I think that was Alaya. One of my favorite moments in New York.
That's
and I think I had just gotten that belt. I think that was Alaya. And the pants, I think, is Saint Laurent or... It was Kate.
I like that look.
I got the top right. And the bag was Saint Laurent. And that's the belt's of Saint Laurent.
I like a good outfit.
Adidas.
And
back then I was
tough.
it was when I was still shocked. I was like,
That's tough.
paparazzi. I'm like nobody. I'd love to someday live here for a few weeks. I would love to try that out. I think it'd be so much fun if I could ever do that. So this was LA, the LA show.
Oh, look at that.
We like the shoelaces on these Dr. Martens. I think these are Rick Owen collaboration ones. That
like the
top
white
wouldn't stay
black.
up.
Look.
And so I was like, how about we use like shoelace, something that's similar to the shoes.
Yeah.
And then tie it back up. Tour was long, but it was a lot of fun for sure. We'd always make sure that everyone like sits well together because we all have such different styles and wants and needs. And so we try to balance it out. This is headlining Coachella. Custom Mugler. It is insane if I think about it, that they invited us to
I'm so happy for Blackpink.
But also like Blackpink works so hard, so I'm like really proud of us. The Hanok, that was in our Do video when we were setting up the stage. We wanted something that stood out and something that obviously represented our culture. It has to be big, it has to be bold, in the center of the whole thing. That looked crazy. It looked great. Gotta move on. This was also New York. We have a lot of New York moments.
I like that
for the
look.
Rimowa 125th anniversary exhibition. This was Alex Perry.
Yeah, that's a
and
pretty
the whole thing was
smooth look.
brown.
That's tough.
You know what? Is that? I don't know if I should say that. I didn't love my hair coloring. I didn't notice it then, but it was so dark. And then I noticed it after.
I
was
actually
like, why
like
did
that,
that
though.
become so dark? I wish my hair was a bit more blonde then. This was when we were invited to Buckingham Palace. Blackpink was honored with an MBE for environmental sustainability the day after this, and so that's why we were invited to the dinner event.
Yeah, that was pretty
I
cool.
remember we were like, we laughed so much in the car. We were like, this is crazy. But we were really glad that we had each other because it was a cute moment.
Yeah.
I think that's one of my favorite moments of Blackpink. And I remember saying to the girls, I wish every event was like this. I want to go to every single one of my events with you girls because it was funny, it was fun. We knew how to have fun with it. But then obviously we were very honored. Have the funniest backstory to this one as well.
Look at her
Next time
cool.
I go to this Vanity Fair's Oscars party, I am definitely gonna ask who is attending. I had no idea. I thought I'd do the carpet, walk out, or possibly have my team around me. Apparently not. I get to the door, nobody's allowed to go in, it's just me. And then they kind of left me in this huge room full of celebrities. I do not know anyone here. And I'm walking towards the crowd, getting social anxiety. So if this was like the group of people, I kind of like sat on a couch like right outside of it. I just prayed and prayed that somebody that like I knew would walk by. They didn't. It was like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Not even joking. And so like I ran and hid behind this plant. I see like famous people looking at me being like, oh, poor girl. I can see it. It's like it says poor girl on their face. I'm like, please just don't look at I'm fine. My friend was coming. It was Charlotte Lawrence. She was like, how long are you gonna take? She's like, I'm gonna be there in like 5 to 10 minutes. She finally gets there. And she helps me around, but it was the worst 20 minutes of my entire life. But I survived it. And then we went to an after party and it was fun. That's a fun story too. So Charlotte and I we're in the bathroom at the after party and we're like, okay, we made it. We're here alive. I was like, should I wear these like glasses or should I wear the sunglasses? Like, tell me what looks better. So I was like, I'm gonna have to wear the glasses, otherwise I'm gonna be blind. And I put them on, I was like, what do you think? We were like discussing it and somebody walks out of the bathroom and she's like, I don't know what you're talking about, but take it off. Somebody says this and we look back and it's just And then she looks at me and she's like, oh my God, take it off. Like, as in, take the shades off and put it. She's like, just don't talk to my husband. And then
who was it?
Look, this is for
Did she say who it was?
husband. Take it off to get his genitals. And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about, but take it off. Somebody says this and we look back at his genitals. And then she looks at me and she's like, oh my God.
Did she say Jennifer Lawrence?
Take it off. Like, as in, take the shades off and put it. She's like, just don't talk to my husband. And then next look. This is for Blackpink, the World Tour movie premiere in Korea. We were all back in Korea.
That jacket Lisa got on it.
Anniversary, which is huge for us. All moments with all four of us, the whole group, it's always a moment, and it's always the best moments. Now that I think about it, the Buckingham Palace was one of my favorite memories. That was fun. I like when we get together nowadays because I feel like we've grown up. We have all the experiences built in us, and then we also have our separate moments so that when we come together, we're like, we bond. We bond so much, and you look back on life and you're like, you're my sister. These three are the only people who really understand the kind of journey like I've been through, and we actually relate. No one else has the exact same journey. Yes, we definitely have a group chat. Oh, we have like a little emoji. I named it that, but it's like this, you know the emoji with four girls? It's like a family emoji. Nowadays, Jisoo like always goes, who's in Korea? Da-da-da. Where's everyone in the world? And everyone chimes in. She's the Onni, which is the oldest in the group. She takes care of us, and it's really sweet. And then like Lisa says funny things the most. I'm in charge of reactions. Oh my God, laughing, and yeah, my group chat's pretty cute. This is the album cover.
She looks gorgeous in the album
cover. My friends and family call me Rosie. I think everyone else calls me Rosé, but I call it Rosie because my friends and family call me Rosie. I think everyone else calls me Rosé, but if you have my friend, it's just like, call me Rosie. It is an album that kind of describes me in a bit more detail, and my personality and who I am.
Great album.
My past 4 years of my life and living through my 20s. And so I hope anyone who listened to this album would feel that much closer to me. There are 12 songs in the album. We may do a deluxe. I want a video for every single one of them. I can imagine a video for every one of them. So, I mean, if you guys are showing the love for a specific song, then maybe. 3 AM was one of the first few picks, and that's always been my favorite. But then ever since then, so many songs were added. Call at the End is the most recent one. So like for a minute, it was Call at the End.
I love Call at the End.
And I have this other song for the deluxe, and that was like my favorite. I think I played 3 AM to Lisa once, She loved it. She was like, Rosie, you know I love these kind of songs.
I did a couple of reactions to her doing some of these songs, so go check them out. Y'all can see them in my Rosie reaction, but if y'all want to see like the whole group, I have Blackpink reactions. Sprinkled in there are their solo videos, but I have like their friendship and journey video. I think that's in my first Blackpink playlist, and then other ones talking about how dominant they are as a group, their funny moments, yada, yada, yada. You know, Blink stuff.
I think I played 3 AM to Lisa once, She loved it. She was like, Rosie, you know I love these kind of songs. Like, Lisa and I have always kind of like, growing up, we like these like mellow songs as well. She was like, I want to hear a full album in your voice. And I was like, thank you so much, you're so sweet. I looked at this group band picture and I was like, I wonder what it would feel like if all those bandmates were me. Because I feel like that's what I'm doing right now.
That's creative.
I come from a group, so usually like I take care of this as that person takes care of that, and that member, like we're a group. But then this is just from start to finish me. I just thought that just makes so much sense. It's just like a representation of what this album is. They're all me, and it's like a whole album about Rosie. These are the Rosies. Love Rosie. Thank you so much, Vogue, and my number ones. And this has been my looks, my life. And this has been my life. This has been my life.
I did a reaction to that cooking one too, also.
Thank you so much.
Go check it out.
And until next time, take care. I'm seeing the top camera.
That was cute. Rosé looks so cute and gorgeous, and some of her iconic looks are definitely iconic indeed. But y'all see what I mean about her telling stories. You can just get lost. You can just get lost in Rosé telling stories. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think down below about our girl Rosé and her album as well. I love the album, every song. And also, I heard that she's going to give us that deluxe album she was talking about in there. I heard she's actually working on that. So, but anyway, my reactors, my blinks, my reactors that are my fellow blinks, always pleasure will be mine. Reaction, well, that always will be yours. I love y'all. Hey.